Hey fam, Julia Rose here. I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. I want to just shout out that I am doing a full moon Reiki sound bath this evening, and it's going to be especially potent under this eclipse energy. So if you've been feeling out of sorts, if you feel like there's a lot coming up to the surface that you're ready to work through, tickets are $10. I know you would all really benefit from being there. It's going to be a beautiful sound bath. We'll set our intentions for everything we'd like to let go and just let the singing bowls carry us through. Okay, that's going to be an hour tonight, 10:10 on my clock. Wow. An hour tonight from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tickets are still available. The link is in the description box below. Again, it's a $10 energetic investment. So, also stay tuned because today I'm going to be recording the pick a card for Eclipse season for you, what you need to know about your Eclipse season this spring 2025. So that will obviously, wow, be timeless, but for those of you who are catching it now, it's going to be for you now. My messages are timeless. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And these cards went flying. So we have believing in magic. True magic is abounding in my life. Then we have breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. What wonderful energy for you all. Truly. And it feels like, yeah, this is a very profoundly transformative eclipse this evening, lunar eclipse. They're always very potent and transformative, but this is really a sign of the times in that you're being asked to break free of everything that doesn't serve you. And I know that's kind of a consistent theme on the journey of the spiritual seeker. But this is going so much deeper in that you're being asked really to step up and step out, to actually be seen for who you are and not hide your gifts anymore. Because the world needs you, your people need you. Gaia needs you, and your guides need you stepping up and stepping into this more publicly so that you can be seen and you can continue to grow with these gifts. Yes, a lot of that studying is done privately. A lot of your honing of your talents and your skills is done on your own, but only so much growth can happen when you're not sharing your gifts. And Spirit's wanting you to know that it's safe to let those aspects of you, those talents, those skills be seen. It's absolutely safe. And I feel like things are really culminating for you right now of everything you're ready to break free from. Everything is culminating so profoundly. And it's like the more you break free and allow yourself to just embody and experience more joy and freedom, more of this magic, more of these synchronicities, more of this healing is coming through. More of this is coming through. And I feel like it's this way. The cards didn't fall that way, but this is really, you're letting the light shine on you. You're letting yourself step up and step into a new reality. And you can't underestimate the power of that because there is so much that's meant for you. So much. Some of you are really starting to understand that you have always been exactly where you needed to be. Because when everything starts to click and unfold in a beautiful way, you can actually savor it. So we have patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you'll see things will be all right. And we have sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. I'm hearing that song. Do you believe in magic? I don't know the rest of the words, but I think the melody goes something like this. Okay. Wanting me to get further messages with a mini Lenormand. Well, I honestly rarely use this deck, so what do you need to know? Some of you are being challenged to try new things and to step out in new ways. We have the fish. Number 34. This is speaking to me of abundance and luck. I'm also hearing uncharted waters. You're in for abundance and luck in your uncharted waters. I mean, really, could you get a more comforting message about the unknown? That there's abundance and luck waiting for you as soon as you step out of what you know. All of that expansion. Okay. We have the heart. What? 24. Number 24. The lilies. Number 30. And the stork. Number 17. You could be seeing rainbows. Even storks could be a very specific synchronicity. Lilies as well. This is bringing to mind kind of these childhood stories that have been passed down through generations. And this is really interesting because it feels like some of the seeds that were planted in your subconscious as a child, they bear something beautiful out of something bleak. Or maybe this is what you're finding in your life right now, that you're finding that the things in your heart that you have been afraid to see, you've been afraid to look at, are actually giving you the awareness of so much resilience and so much passion, so much power. A lot of you are going through really intense throat chakra healing right now. And I feel that your third eyes are getting very activated. You're starting to see a bit more clearly. Yeah, literally seeing a bit more clearly, but also you're in line intuitively with the things that are standing out to you. You're starting to recognize what spirit is directing you towards at any given moment. And they're saying that's all for the Lenormand. What else do you need to know? The Page of Pentacles has been coming out a lot here. and maybe you're seeing this in other readings that you're coming across at this time. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Six of Pentacles. I'm really seeing that it's been hard for you to open up to receiving new information and really stretching past your comfort zone because of a fear of getting hurt or a fear of being taken advantage of. I'm not sure what that totally pertains to, but it feels like not getting what you fully deserve out of it. Does that make sense? And the reality that Spirit wants you to see is that you get in what you put out, or you get in what you put out. Well, I guess sure, but when you you receive in return the energetic equivalent of what you are putting out into action. That was a really interesting way to say that. It's like the internal reward comes from the external action. Not the validation, but the external action. We have the Eight of Cups and the Chariot. Some of you are about to travel, embark on a journey, I'm hearing, whether that's in terms of what you're studying, where you're literally moving to. I feel like some of you might be reading a book and then get completely transported to a different space. This kind of thing. I'm hearing you're expanding your horizons. And eclipse season is really helping you to release any fears and anything else that holds you back from that specifically. You have the Hierophant. Something about wherever you're going or whatever you're about to do is going to increase your status. It's not just an internal leveling up, but there's some sort of external situation that's going to occur as a result of this, and your status being raised. Whether that's in a community or you landing a new position, yeah. This is destined. This is destined. So prepare now by just being present and staying on the ball. Because I feel some of you have been feeling this or have been getting visions of what is to come as a result of these things that you've been knowing you need to do, but maybe half-assing or putting off. You're meant to be fulfilled by this. And I think you might have wounding around things that have fulfilled you in the past, but you're a different person now. And that's okay. Yeah, this is coming quickly. a lot of opportunities with this coming quickly. Okay. Yeah, some of you have been burned by competition in the past, and I feel like you're afraid of that happening again. 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. You're afraid of this. I feel like some of you... Okay, interesting. Interesting. Really interesting, specific message. Okay, I know I've said interesting 100 times, but really, it feels like some of you, you know that you're destined for a shift in your status, but there's something about your fear of losing how much empathy and compassion you've cultivated by leveling up. I feel like you're afraid that you will have to be a different person in order to experience what is meant for you. And Spirit wants you to know that however you continue to evolve will never be to your detriment. Okay? It's not going to harm you, and it's not going to hurt others for you to fully embrace the status that you're contracted to have. And if karmically others are bothered by that, that has nothing to do with you. That's Spirit holding up a mirror through you for them. It's not personal for you, so that they can understand where they're still holding themselves back. Okay? And I feel some of you have been afraid of your potential because of how people would react. You've been afraid of living up to a new standard of being because of what it would mean for you to fully embrace the perception of yourself that your guides are trying to cultivate within you by having you shift your reality and do new things. You don't want anyone to be hurt by that. And you don't want to get hurt by that. But you can't genuinely be destroyed over what is meant for you, okay? That's not possible. People talk about this. Your calling will crush you. Your calling will crush you. Your calling will strip away everything that doesn't serve you by showing you that those limitations are not actually the truth of who you are. And this is scary power I'm seeing. Some of you are like genuinely stepping into an oh shit, I'm really that powerful. And you're really understanding how much the projected illusions of others have kind of been distorting that. That they've been distorting your... Something about safety pins here. Safety pins could be a synchronicity for some of you. You've been, and the fish, again, fish synchronicities. Koi fish, what kind of other fish? Blowfish? Angelfish? And goldfish. You're really starting to see that, or fish tanks, you're really starting to see that you've never been the competitive one. If you're an Aries like me, you've always been trying to be the best for the sake of you. It's like the competition, the competitive aspect has been a motivation for you to be the best version of yourself. And I feel like some of you, that ambitious side of you, not that you're all Aries, but that some of you have these fire placements or even certain water placements. It could resonate with you, the fish, maybe it's Cancer. It's totally whatever it is. It just take it if it resonates. If it doesn't mean that this message is not for you. So you've been in this energy where you haven't been allowing yourself to fully comprehend the truth of your potential because of these experiences you've had in the past where competition led to hurt. And Spirit wants you to know that that struggle is over. You understand where energies come from when you experience them, whether they are your own emotions or you're feeling everything around you. As an empath, this is one of the most life-saving skills you can adopt, especially for those of you who are going to rise in the public eye, okay? Because you might be feeling like you're afraid of being subject to a level of scrutiny or judgment from others, but people are judging you now and it doesn't matter now. Okay? It's not about that. Because Spirit needs your light. The Creator needs your light in front of more people so that you can polarize, you can trigger, you can heal the collective the way that you're meant to. Heal your collective the way that you're meant to. And this is, it's bigger than you think. Like the value of this is more important than you think in your life. You are ready for more. I think you've just not been in an energy where you have been connecting all the dots about how ready you really are, about what this is going to mean for you. And you see, all these messages are building up. I love it, Spirit, because your new habits are based on this identity that you're cultivating, this new identity, which is the version of you that's going to improve in status as a consequence of these habits, as a consequence of your new identity, as a consequence of you fulfilling the contracts that you have at a soul level for what you're here to do. This is wild. Okay. You know you're ready for more, and you know you're meant for more. So it's time to start seeing yourself as the person who has more, is more, does more, gives more. Okay? I love you. And I'm going to continue this over on Patreon. If you want to check out the extended version of this, the link is in the description box below. If you want a personal reading, if this resonated with you and you'd like to just get straight into what your spirit team needs you to know about what's coming, then please book a reading with me. The link's in the description box below. If you are moving through your shadow work and needing a bit of help with that, you can sign up for my boot camp. It's a 6-week self-paced, fully online course for you to use at your discretion. The link's in the description box below. And yeah, wow. Again, come to the sound bath tonight. Come to the sound bath tonight. The link's in the description box below so that you'll be able to really release any of these remaining fears or past experiences that are holding you back. All right. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one.